Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be planning in my journal for the month of January 2022. So for the theme for this month's spread, I decided to go with Bonfire. This actually represents a major festival in India. It's called Lohri. So this festival marks the new year. It marks the new harvest and everything exciting that comes with this new year. So to draw this bonfire, I went with a simple doodle and I stuck with my liner in color brown to draw the logs, and except for this brown color of my liner, I'm going to be sticking with only 4 dot markers that I got from jet pens. So I like to color in these flames using 2 colors, and I kept it very simple. So I'm using just the yellow and red colors, and after I doodle in, I decided to go with something very different. So I am using this as a 2-page spread. So the flames are basically going from the right hand side of the page to the left hand side, and I draw these very easy to draw specks. And then on the left hand side, I decided to go with this quotation, which is very apt for the new year. It is very simple to write in, and I color in both the colors of specks. And now this is the fun part. I take my micron, I think Sakura in 0.1 or 0.3 rather, and I draw the outline of everything. This is the most fun I have in this spread, drawing the markers after I color in all my doodles. So as you can see, this is very simple, and I also just write it in my script as well, so that it gives it a little bit of 3D character. I really like how this spread turned out. Actually, both the pages look really nice, very simple, but they stand out as well. So for the next page is just a simple calendar spread, and I just wanted to keep the theme of celebration, so I decided to draw the flags on top. And these flags are very simple to draw, and if you're not very comfortable, you can use some stencils as well. And as you can see, I am now going to be using my dot markers and marking in or coloring in the little flags. And I have overlapped the 3 flags so that they kind of give a 3D look to it. So in my calendar, I always like 2 little boxes as well, one for my goals of the month and the other one for the extra notes I might have, appointments or things I need to remember. Then I decided to draw these mandalas, or actually rangolis, at the bottom of the page, and I use a simple washi tape to actually structure or stencil my first dots. And after I did that, I went crazy with all the markers I had. So the more pressure you're going to apply, the bigger the dot it's going to be. And I just made sure to alternate all the colors, and I think it just turned out really well. I really like the cohesive look as well, and as well as it's multicolored, so it still goes with my entire theme of celebrations. Then I use this Sakura pigment in 1mm to draw the outlines of my calendar. So as you can see, I used the pencil beforehand, and this time I'm not going to be sticking with the ruler, just to make it a little bit faster. And I draw all the boxes for the month of January. It looks a little tedious, but it was very fun to do so. It was very meditative and I think relaxing as well. So after I did this, I just used my same pen to draw in the outline. As you might have noticed, I like to color in first, and then I use my black pen to draw the outlines. I do this because then my designs don't get smudged, and I protect my pens this way. Then I take the dot pens and actually put in the dots all over my spread. For the calendar, I'm not going to be sticking with a particular theme. I'm just using all the random 4 colors I have just to make it a little bit more vibrant. And I do the same thing with my notes and goals as well. After that, I use my black pen to write in the dates of the month. And I think so far it looks so good and it looks very vibrant. It's exactly the vibe I wanted to go for this month. Then I wanted to fill in my monthly spread as much as I could, and I used the sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. I had to cut it into 2 to fit the entire sticker on the first of the month. And after that, I used some stickers from the Erin Convent because we have a lot of family birthdays in the month of January. So I marked these with these stickers, and I think this spread also looks really cute and very cohesive. Then for my next spread, I wanted to get my habit trackers in. Now these are very simple habits I wanted to track, like flossing my teeth, having my multivitamins, and of course remembering to brush my dog's teeth. So for these, I'm just going to be tracking simple 9 habits. And first of all, I make these simple boxes and I use my Sakura pen as well, just to write the dates, or sorry, rather the day of the week on the top. Then I'm going to be using my dot markers just to mark each day of the month. So basically how I'm going to be using these habit trackers is I'm going to be crossing off or just marking the day when I do that particular habit. I try to keep things simple so that they're very easy to set up as well as very easy to use. So as you can see here, I am going to be doing my habit tracker on one side and my mood tracker on the right hand side as well. So for my mood tracker, I decided to go with the same bonfire doodle, and I thought the specks, the little fire specks that are coming out of the bonfire, can basically depict the mood I'm feeling. So I decided to make the same doodle as in the cover page, because actually I needed an excuse to do so again. I really enjoyed doing it. And after I did that, I'm going to number all the little specks just to make sure that I know which speck corresponds to which day of the month. So after I'm done putting the numbers on my mood tracker, I go ahead and make the little speck boundaries using the black pen again. And this was fairly simple to do, so you don't have to stick with a particular design. You can just draw whatever you like. It doesn't have to be bonfire, but if you're going for this kind of theme, then you can go with a similar kind of design, so to speak. So after this, I use the same black pen and I draw in the boundary on all the flags and I do the writing of all the words. You can go without putting the black pen in as well, but I think it just gives it a little bit of 3D character, which I really like. And this is my favorite part again, to draw the outline of all the coloring in to finish off my doodle. I think it looks so cute. And after I complete all the finishing touches, I think these 2 pages also look so cute. I'm so excited to start using them for this month. Now for this next spread, this might not be applicable to a lot of you, but this is my media planner. As I told you guys before, I'm going to be using my bullet journal for major 2 purposes. One is my health and the other one is my social media planner. So here I'm going to be keeping track of my YouTube, TikTok and Instagram. It basically would give me ideas as to what content to put, where to put and how to do that. Now I wanted to try something different for this spread and I'm going to show it to you a little later. So before this, I'm just going to draw the same flags that I have drawn before, and I think by now I've become such a pro making these flags, and they're very simple to make as well. So after I'm done with the majority of the design of my flags, I decide to draw the icons, and the first one being the YouTube. I'm not going to be drawing the icons for Instagram and TikTok because I think it's just gonna be a little bit messier on this spread if I do so. So after I did this, the last color I need to fill in is yellow. And now this is something else that I'm going to be trying. So I'm going to be just drawing in these little blobs on top of the icons that I'll be drawing later. I like this little mismatch kind of design that's been going on Instagram. So I wanted to try that for my own in this spread, and let's see how it comes out. So the little blobs you're going to make sure that they are in a very light color, not too dark like blue or red. And the other thing is that they have to be asymmetrical. If you draw perfect circles, it's not going to look as good. So after your background has dried up, then you take a sharp black pen to draw the icons and make sure you draw them as accurately as possible. I think this entire thing is going to look so good at the end. So for YouTube, because it's a bigger production, I needed a lot of icons. So I have video shooting, editing, uploading, and notes. You guys can have more icons or less icons depending on how you like to mark your YouTube videos, if you make them at all. And then for Instagram and TikTok, they don't require a lot of production, so I just have 2 columns for them, date and uploading. After I did this, I'm just going to hand draw the outline just to make everything look very cohesive. Then I'm going to draw the outline of all the banners on the top as well. I'm going to be sticking with a very simple design, but if you want, you can go a step further and draw a backdrop or a back shadow, as well as you can make little stitches on your flags as well. The last spread for this month is going to be my weekly spread, and I'm going to keep it very simple as well. I'm going to be drawing these banners on the top, and by now you guys must be so tired looking at these banners, but believe me, I was having so much fun I could draw them over and over. So after I did this, for my weekly spread itself, I found this inspirational picture on Instagram and I really liked how it turned out. So I wanted to try this kind of spread. And for this week, I didn't have a lot going on, so I went with this horizontal spread. And if you guys have a lot of appointments, a lot of things to do, I strongly suggest going with a vertical layout. So as you might have seen by now, I'm going with fairly simple spreads that you can make on a go. And if you guys want, you can make them certainly more intricate by adding more designs, more doodles, or any kind of theme that you want. But for me, I want to stick with something simple, something that I can do on daily basis and actually be able to fill in my journal, which is more important to me. I found for me in my earlier days, I used to use intricate designs, but I never got around to using the journal. So this time I want to do as minimal as I can so that I can keep on the habit of using my journal and use it for the purpose it is designed for. So coming back to the spread, I always like the notes pages in my weekly spread because here I draw a lot of graphs, or I can keep track of some of my weekly habits as well. And as you can see, I actually used the ruler to draw the initial pencil sketch, but after this I did not use the ruler. I just basically went in with my pen and I really enjoyed how it looked like. So instead of writing the days of the week, I actually got this washi from Jet Pens as well. It has the days of the week on the washi itself, so I don't actually have to write it out. Not only it saves me a lot of time by doing this, but the writing comes out very neat and clean as well. So for this, I'm going to be using my washi tape cutter because then it saves time. I don't have to go back and forth for my scissors or a pair of knife. I bought a few other formats of this washi tape from Jet Pens as well. I have a whole video on what I got from Jet Pens specifically for my bullet journal. I'm going to be linking this video below, so if you want, you can check it out. There are few things that are going to be very useful if you are into bullet journals. So guys, this is it for my video. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and press that thumbs up button for more videos like this and enjoy the flip through. Bye bye.